window, and at some point we both fell asleep on the couch with our feet almost touching in the middle. Raina came home the next morning and found us like that, fully dressed and passed out. She took one look at us and started demanding to know what happened. I was still half asleep when I told her Leo and I kissed, and she actually screamed so loud my neighbor banged on the wall. She kept saying everyone had been waiting for this since we were kids and she knew it would finally happen. Her reaction made the whole thing feel real in a way that scared me, because now other people knew, and there was no taking it back. Raina made us coffee and sat there grinning while Leo and I avoided looking at each other. She asked when our first date was, and I realized we hadn't even talked about what this meant. Leo left to go change clothes and Raina told me I looked happy and terrified, which was exactly right. Leo texted me later asking if I wanted to get coffee near campus like an actual date. I said yes even though my hands were shaking typing it. We met at this coffee shop we'd been to 100 times before, but suddenly everything felt different and weird. I kept catching myself falling into best friend mode, telling him about my design project and asking about his engineering lab, then remembering we were supposed to be romantic now. I knocked over my coffee twice because I was so nervous, and the second time it spilled all over the table and Leo jumped up to grab napkins. Walking back to campus, he reached for my hand and I let him take it. His hand felt warm and familiar and completely wrong at the same time, like we were playing pretend in someone else's relationship. I kept thinking about how I'd held his hand 1,000 times before when we were kids, but this was different, and I didn't know how to be different with Leo. A week went by and we were still trying to figure out how to be together instead of just friends. Leo came over to study and mentioned I should look for graphic design jobs near his school after graduation. I felt something snap inside me and told him I wasn't Becca, and I wouldn't rearrange my whole life just because he decided we were together now. He looked hurt and said he just wanted us in the same city, but I could hear what he really meant. He expected me to be the one to move and compromise and give things up. We had our first real fight right there in my apartment with my textbooks spread everywhere. Leo said I was being unfair, and I said he was being selfish, and we both knew we were really fighting about being scared. He left without kissing me goodbye, and I sat there feeling sick. The next few weeks were awful as graduation got closer, and we had to make real decisions. I got a job offer from this amazing design firm in the city 2 hours away, and I wanted it, so bad I could taste it. Leo got offers both locally and in my city, and when I told him about mine, he immediately said he'd take the local one. He said something about staying near his family, but I could see it on his face. He was already starting to resent the choice he made with Becca, and now he was making the same choice with me. We had this long, painful conversation where I told him I needed him to want his own life instead of just following me around. Leo got quiet and asked if I even wanted to be with him, and I said yes, but not like this. Not with him giving up things and then hating me for it later. Leo's graduation party was at his parents' house and everyone kept congratulating us on finally getting together. His sister Azariah pulled me aside near the kitchen and asked if I was sure about this relationship. She said Leo had been making decisions based on what he thought I wanted since we were kids, and she was worried he didn't know who he was without me. Her words stuck in my head for the rest of the party.